If you're unhappy where you live, the country you live, or even the neighborhood you live, you can manifest a completely new reality where you are living in a different country and you don't need anything for that. And this is the thing that I see over and over, that people are tripping themselves off because they believe that they need money in order to do what they want. You don't need money in order to do anything you want, unless you actually want cash to hold in your hand. Let me just see some cash here. Like, so you really, really want to hold it in your hand, and that's your biggest desire. But if your desire is not actually holding the cash in your hands, but you want cash because you want to buy something, you want to buy a new car, a new house, you want to travel, you want to relocate, you want to, I don't know, whatever, buy an experience, go do something, then you want to actually manifest the end result. So this is why I wanted to create this video, to share with you how you do that. And before we get there, there's something very, very exciting I want to share with you. I opened the doors for the free membership and community where I share trainings with you. I do live Q&As. I answer your questions, all your burning questions every week live. And there's also something amazing that I'm coming up with, besides workshops and all those kind of things, on how to become a conscious creator of your reality. I have step-by-step guides, case studies, everything you want in order to learn how you shift realities, how you can go from where you are to where you actually want to be, and as fast as possible. That's what you want, right? So if you want to know more about that, just go and find the link below. Also, oh yeah, I'm coming up. We are around 55 members right now. I just opened the doors 4 days ago. The moment we achieve 100 members, I'm going to do a free workshop where I do personal channeling, so you can ask any question from your higher self, which I'm so excited about. So anyway, my name is Agnes, in case that you don't know me, and I help you to become a conscious creator of your reality, remembering that you are a master at manifesting. A master. You just forgot. So I'm here to remind you. So going back to how you do traveling or relocation or your dream job, in case that is related to traveling or to other countries, or you being free and doing whatever you want and it's in this video, it's everything related to traveling and going to other countries. So how you do this? Now, first of all, forget that you need anything else other than your imagination, because you don't need it. I did this like 3 relocations plus, I don't even remember how many free travelings, because, and how many people I taught how to do this, because it's very easy. Now, it all comes back to knowing who you are. All comes back to understanding that your imagination is what creates reality. And so the moment you understand that you can go into that final end result wherever you want to be. So let's say you want to relocate. So let's say it's the country Spain, like it was in my case. So one day I just came up with this idea because it was kind of a desire inside of me. And the desire is put there by your soul. So the moment you feel a desire, it means that your soul has already prepared that for you. It's calling you through that experience to evolve as yourself. So it's not a random thing that it comes to your mind. It's like, oh, not in a million years I'm going to do or be able to do that. So understand, like, that's the most important thing. Understand, if that desire is there, it means that it's already present. So a version of you is already living that. So you can just, I would say, teleport yourself to that version of you. And this is what I'm here to teach you. So the moment you understand that version of you already exists, you understand that you have the opportunity to teleport yourself. And I always say, inhabit that new reality and start living there, breathing there in that reality. And you do that with your imagination, and you do that with amplifying all your 5 senses. So you don't just think about it, you don't just stay there and hoping, oh, maybe one day in 5 years, 10 years, when I'm going to have this. No, you can do it right now. You can start using your power as a creator to bring that reality closer and closer to you moment by moment. So the way you do this is that you move already right now in your imagination to that country. So the way I did this, one day I felt this like, oh, that would be so nice to live in Spain for some time, maybe a few months, maybe more. I didn't know for how long I want to stay. I only knew that I want to stay. So the way I did this, I said, okay, so let me just start moving in my head to that country. So I actually did that. I got inspiration from films, I got inspiration from the internet, I got inspiration from Pinterest. So I knew how would that feel like to go out and maybe live from one of the most beautiful beaches, let's say 10 minutes walk. I was like, that would be really cool. So I just imagined myself living 10 minutes from the beach. I imagined what I would do. I imagined taking a book with me. I imagined going for my favorite coffee on the way and then going to the beach. I imagine million scenarios, like how amazing would that feel? I already started taking steps in my day by day life, knowing that soon I'm going to move to Spain. Like, you have to know, I hadn't been in Spain before ever. I didn't know anyone who was living in Spain, and I didn't speak the language. So it was merely in my imagination. But I started to move to Spain in my imagination. And I really took it for granted as like, of course this is going to happen because this is what I want. So I started to think about, okay, what do I need to do and in order to be able to get closer and closer to that reality. And so the interesting thing is that those steps came to me. So there's a difference between, and I'm going to show what's the difference between trying to figure out from the 3D, or how the heck am I able to move to this country, because the 3D and your mind is not seeing the house that the universe sees for you, the synchronicities, all the out of the blue things. You only see the linear logical ways, and the linear logical way, when you don't have and you've never been, and you have a normal job, and like you don't have money saved, is like, there is impossible. So the logical way would be, okay, I need this amount of money. I need to find a job. I need to find a place. I need to find contacts. I need to go to, Facebook groups and figure out like what I need to know, and what, like, none of that is necessary when you know you are the creator of your reality. You can just jump and allow the universe to do all the things for you, to be carried. This is what is the most important thing. You allow yourself to be carried to Spain. And basically you delegate the whole how. The how is never your business. The what is your business. And inhabiting that reality is your business. So what I did, I started to take these inspired steps, which just came to me. So it's just so loud when you know that this is what you want. The how is going to be so loud. So the question, or the how was like, do this, do that, do this, do that. It was like super easy. It was an inspiration. It was intuition, super clear. And it's always like this. It's the steps are inevitable. The steps are so fun to do that you cannot not do them when you are aligned with the final, or that reality that you are creating. So that's what we call inspired action, because it's just so inspired that you cannot not take the steps. It's not a figuring out step. It's like, oh my God, this is so exciting type of step. So what happened is, like, the universe started to move things around me, and all of a sudden contacts came out of nowhere, literally. And a few months later, what happened, that I actually landed on an island in Mallorca, which is a Spanish island, which I didn't even know that exists until the moment that it showed up in my reality. And the contact came out of nowhere, and I ended up living on the coast in a big house. The whole first floor was mine, completely free. And thanks to an amazing contact, an amazing friend of my mother, that they reunited on Facebook after 15 years of not talking to each other. And it was just things like that came out of nowhere. And that was the biggest manifestation, the where you're going to live and how you're going to live, and basically not needing me to figure it out. And she came out of nowhere, and it was amazing. I was there and lived there for 6 months. And the job also got solved because I was told by my inspiration the steps that I need to do. So I was having income. I was teaching English online, and I started to have clients coming. So I was able to not just stay on that island, but move around in different islands, go to the continent while I was still making money. And that came to me just an idea, like, do that. I was like, okay, so how the heck am I going to do that? And then things came out of nowhere, like, use this page, advertise yourself there. And I remember that even when I was like, this page came up for advertising yourself as an English teacher, which, by the way, I was at that time, but I was not doing online teaching, so it was not really fashionable. It just all came in fashion like after COVID or during COVID, but before that it was not. So I'll be talking about 2015. And so what happened, this page came out like, advertise yourself here, and I was like, but there's like so many hundreds of people or teachers advertising themselves there, like nobody will want to work with me because I don't have like testimonials and none of that. It didn't matter. Nobody cared. Like the moment that I wrote like, this is who I am and this is what I do, and I was teaching at this and that's private school and whatever, people just flocked to me. Like all of a sudden I started to have clients coming. And so my belief that nobody will care was not true. So just follow, just follow whatever comes, because it's all going to work out. So yeah, long story short, it was an amazing stay. And then all the people that I was meeting while I was there, they just are still one of my best friends. And later, um, love came out of nowhere. Uh, Beautiful other things came out of nowhere. And I repeated this. I repeated this with France as well. I repeated this before that as well with England. So you really have to understand that it's a simpler process, but you have to do the process. You have to understand that you have no limits, that there is nothing holding you back, that there are no blocks. You have to use your imagination. You have to go move there. Forget about that you need this and it. No, you don't need anything. You are a creator. You are a master creator of your reality. You just forgot it. So now remember. I hope this was useful for you. If you have any questions, I'm so happy to answer. Don't forget to, if this is something you like, well, then you might want to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get more and more and more and more these videos that I'm sharing a lot of different things that you can manifest from inviting amazing clients to your business, to relocate, invite love, create health, well-being, abundance, outrageous wealth, whatever you want. It's all available. It's all yours already. It is done. So all you need is to align with that version of you. If you want to know more, join our community and membership and get access to all the trainings and the masterclass and the live Q&As, because I'm here to really help you do this ASAP, because the time is now. Well, that's the time is now. Thank you for being here. Thank you for commenting, liking, subscribing, and see you soon. Bye.